In the top stories, Old Road Jets have been crowned SKNFA Premier League champions after an unbeaten season. Nevis is reporting strong economic momentum as federal and NIA cooperation continues, and the Ministry of Education has launched the Minister of Education for a Day Student Leadership Challenge. The details on these stories and more after the break.
This Mother's Day, get mom that wow to wear from Quartz Optical. Select frames from our 2026 collection with 50% off frames for her. And with our payment plans, you can style mom today and pay later. So come on in, find mom's wow so she can wear her wow with new frames from Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer valid from May 1st to May 31st, 2026. Conditions apply.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, MFCR Old Road Jets completed a historic SKNFA Premier League season on Sunday night, capping an unbeaten campaign by securing the league title with a 4-2 victory over St. Peter's. In Game 2 of the best-of-3 championship series, Old Road entered the match knowing a win would secure the title. They made the perfect start in the 24th minute when Tiquani Williams delivered a stunning free kick to open the scoring. St. Peter's responded just 3 minutes later through Aidan Nurse as they looked to force the series into a deciding third match. But Old Road quickly regained control, with Jardel Isaac restoring the lead in the 29th minute during a fast-paced spell that produced 3 goals in just 5 minutes. Old Road extended their advantage before halftime, with Tiquani Williams scoring again in the 40th minute to put the Jets 3-1 ahead. The title was all but secured in the 61st minute when Williams completed his hat-trick to give Old Road a 4-1 lead. St. Peter's pulled one back in added time through Lijani Isaac, but it was only a consolation as Old Road sealed a 4-2 win to complete their unbeaten season as SKNFA Premier League champions. And in other news, Premier of Nevis, Mark Brantley, says the island's economy continues to show strong signs of growth, pointing to record levels of construction, tourism, and private sector investment. Speaking recently, Premier Brantley said jobs in the construction sector are at an all-time high, while revenue from tourism and financial services continues to perform strongly. The Premier also pointed to a growing number of new homes, business expansions, and private investments across the island as a signs of rising confidence in the economy. Among the major projects identified were the $71.6 million geothermal project, the proposed expansion of the Vance W. Amory International Airport, and the Destiny development on Nevis's south coast. Brantley said the Nevis Island Administration continues to work closely with the federal government on key development matters, including the Destiny project, which remains under review. The update comes as St. Kitts and Nevis recently finalized a new CBI revenue sharing arrangement between the federal government and the NIA, a move both sides have described as important to strengthening cooperation and national development. The agreement, reached under the leadership of Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew and Premier Mark Brantley, is expected to provide greater financial stability and support for development priorities in Nevis. Premier Brantley said the current development agenda is aimed at building long-term economic resilience, expanding infrastructure, and maintaining investor confidence across the island. And in other news, the Ministry of Education has launched a new competition aimed at giving young people an opportunity to share their ideas for the future of education in St. Kitts and Nevis. The Minister of Education for a Day Challenge is being coordinated by the Education Media Unit and is open to students between the ages of 13 and 16. Students will be required to submit either a 2-minute video speech titled "If I Were Minister of Education" or a 600-word written speech identifying a key educational issue, a practical solution, and its expected national impact. The written submission theme is Redefining Education for Tomorrow's Leaders. Organizers say the initiative is designed to encourage critical thinking, leadership, and student engagement in national education development. Winners will receive an opportunity to shadow the Minister of Education for a day, along with gift certificates and other prizes. Submissions must be emailed to Minister of Education for a day at moe.edu.kn. The deadline for entries is Friday, August 7, 2026. And after the break, the Ministry of Tourism has honored Tikoya Connor on International Day for Women in Maritime. And the National Secretariat for Human Security visited Halliday Smith Primary to spread a message of positive youth leadership. The details after this.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip, with Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable. More than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
This summer, the Caribbean's premier music experience returns.
Welcome to the 28th edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival.
Featuring
the incredible Kilani, Fantasia, Beres Hammond, Luciano, Soca King Marshall Montano, Soca Sensation Voice, and Vaughn.
dancehall giant Movado,
Idonian,
and the new wave
Valiant.
Also featuring
Massacre, Cranium, Taurus Riley, Steel Pulse, Dean Fraser and the Black Soil Band, Sanil Mir, Diani, Rodney Tatat, and Zoo.
The legendary
New Vibes Band International, Brandon and ASAP Band, Shelly and Signal Band, plus Edwin Yearwood and Crossfire, Lucas HE, and Garlic and the Upper Level Band. June 25th to June 27th, Warner Park Cricket Stadium, St. Kitts.
Get your tickets now at stkittsmusicfestival.com.
The St. Kitts Music Festival, where music meets paradise.
Looking for a new vehicle? Horsford's Automotive Division has exactly what you need. Reliable performance, modern design, and a team committed to getting you on the road with confidence. From everyday drives to exciting upgrades, quality and service come standard. Ready to refresh your home? Visit Ashley Furniture Home Store at Horsford's. Discover statement pieces, stylish accents, and comfort designed to elevate your space instantly. Planning a project? The Building Center provides premium paints mixed to perfection and expert guidance every step of the way. Bring your ideas to life with ease. Automotive, home style, building essentials, all in one trusted destination. Make it simple. Make it smart. Experience everything Horsford's has to offer today. Try Horsford's first.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation and International Transport observed International Day for Women in Maritime today. The ministry recognized Tikoya Connor of the Maritime Affairs Department for her contributions to her country in the industry. Permanent Secretary Tivana Wharton commended Ms. Connor for her dedication, professionalism, and commitment to excellence. The ministry said the observance also highlights the growing role of women across the maritime sector, including shipping, transport, and marine development. Officials added that the government remains committed to strengthening the maritime industry through capacity building, professional development, and support for women in the field. In other news, the National Secretariat for Human Development and Well-Being visited the Halliday Smith Primary School this morning to speak with students about the role they can play in helping to reduce crime and violence in their communities. Acting Program Director Hans Richards said, young people have an important role to play as part of the government's public health approach to addressing crime.
We speak about doctors, teachers. When we speak about crime and public health, we normally say doctors, nurses, but now in this case, we have to refer to teachers. Now it's police, parents, community leaders, your teachers, your best friend, even your neighbor next door, all right? That's public health, all right? And so what we do, we want everybody from that group. So wherever you're at home, your responsibility is to make your community safer, not by fighting, not by bullying, but by saying good things to people. See, I said that twice. I don't want you to forget it. By the time I leave and your teacher asks you what I was saying, you should be able to repeat the same thing. All right? So what can you do as children? Like I said, what can you do is to be respectful, not just to your teachers, but to your friends. Especially if you see a little boy, a little girl younger than you, you don't bully them.
Richards also emphasized the importance of young people striving to be good citizens.
You need to help. If you see an elderly in your community, you need to help them. If they're struggling, that means someone, as we say, old people, but that's not the right way to say it. So you see elderly and they need help with a bag, they need help with the shoe, be helpful to the elderly. That again is helping your community, all right? Be good friends with people around you, all right? Don't be Don't be abusive to your friends around you. Like I say, if you see your friends bullying or taking advantage of, like in my case, if I'm seeing this little boy and I'm shaking him and I'm doing him things, you should let the teacher know.
He further encouraged the students to become leaders in their school and community.
You have to be a leader. A leader is someone who makes a difference in a positive way. Of course, you have negative in everything, but in this case, we want you to be a positive leader. Because what happens when you're a leader, people follow you. When you're influencer, people follow you. So be good to people and people will follow you. Okay? Finally, let's work together to keep our school and community safe. Public health approach is a healthy and peaceful way for everyone. You have to be.
And coming up in regional news, Haiti has started an electoral training program ahead of its 2026 elections. And students in Jamaica are still receiving school supplies months after Hurricane Melissa. The details after this.
Your Horsford's Value Mart IGA Blue Tag Special.
Running May 14th to May 27th.
Nutella Hazelnut Spread is just $18.99. Essential Everyday Cream Cheese Bars just $7.99. Celeste Pizza Single Serve $6.99. Morningstar Meatless Entrees just $19.99. Almond Breeze Almond Milk $9.99. Suavitel Liquid Fabric Softener just $21.05.
And now our value deals. Essential Everyday Pasta Sauce $9.99. Essential Everyday Pastas $4.99. Essential Everyday Cereals $10.99. Essential Everyday Ice Cream Cones $7.99. Essential Everyday Freezer Bags $8.99. Soft Soap Body Wash $19.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Yeah, yeah, hey. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Welcome back. The government of Haiti has launched a national training program aimed at strengthening electoral security ahead of elections scheduled for August 2026. The initiative brings together judicial officials and security forces under the Ministry of Justice and Public Security as part of wider efforts to improve election preparedness and enforcement of the rule of law. Officials say the program is focused on improving security conditions, supporting economic stability, and helping to ensure free, fair, and inclusive elections. The first phase of training includes government commissioners, justices of the peace, members of the Haitian National Police, and the Armed Forces of Haiti. Sessions have already started in selected municipalities ahead of a wider national rollout. Officials say coordination is continuing with the Provisional Electoral Council and civil society groups as preparations for the 2026 polls advance. And in other news, students at Falmouth Primary School in Trelawney are receiving school supplies and educational supports as recovery efforts continue months after Hurricane Melissa impacted parts of Jamaica. The initiative was led by Good 360 and Disney Cruise Line as part of an ongoing disaster recovery program targeting communities still recovering from the storm. A total of 350 students received backpacks filled with school supplies including notebooks, pens, crayons, rulers, glue sticks, maps, and socks. Organizers say many families in the area are still experiencing difficulty accessing basic school items as recovery work continues. Volunteers also visited classrooms to read with students, adding an educational and emotional support component to the outreach effort. Officials say the program forms part of a wider commitment to support communities affected by natural disasters across Jamaica. And coming up, U.S. Navy aircrew are in stable condition after two fighter jets collided, and Israeli forces have intercepted a Gaza-bound humanitarian aid flotilla near Cyprus. The details after this.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always. Whole life, term life for your peace. Healthcare, health plans, no worries. Home shield coverage, you're safe. Choose NCI to secure your space. Life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day. Through your life's journey, we're here to stay. NCI will protect you all the way. Whole life, term life for your peace. Healthcare, health plans, no worries. Home shield coverage, you're safe. Choose NCI to secure your space. Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always.
Thank you for staying with us. 4 United States Navy crew members are in stable condition after two fighter jets collided mid-air during an air show in Idaho. The incident occurred Sunday during the final day of the Gunfighter Skies air show near Mountain Home Air Force Base. U.S. Navy officials said all 4 crew members on board the two EA-18G fighter jets were able to safely eject before the aircraft crashed. A fire broke out after the collision as emergency crews responded to the scene. The incident also prompted a temporary lockdown at the base and the cancellation of the remainder of the air show. The Navy said the aircrew were treated by medical personnel and remain in stable condition. Officials say the aircraft were assigned to an electronic attack squadron based in Washington state. Authorities have not confirmed whether there were any injuries on the ground. An investigation into the cause of the mid-air collision is now on the way. And in other news, Israeli forces have intercepted a humanitarian flotilla carrying aid to Gaza in international waters west of Cyprus. The global Sumud flotilla said more than 50 boats were involved in the mission, which included food, baby formula, and medical supplies for civilians in Gaza. Organizers claimed armed personnel boarded several of the vessels during what they described as a high seas interception. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the operation was carried out to prevent any attempt to break Israel's maritime blockade of Gaza. The Israeli Foreign Ministry described the flotilla as a provocation and said authorities would not allow the blockade to be breached. Organizers said more than 400 activists from several countries were participating in the mission. Similar flotilla operations in the past have led to detentions, international criticism, and diplomatic tensions involving Israel. And up next in sports, the West Indies women have started a training camp in Wales ahead of the T20 World Cup, and World Gymnastics has restored full competition status to Russian and Belarusian athletes. Stay with us.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always. Whole life, term life for your peace. Healthcare, health plans, no worries. Home shield coverage, you're safe. Choose NCI to secure your space. Life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day. Through your life's journey, we're here to stay. NCI will protect you all the way. Whole life, term life for your peace. Healthcare, health plans, no worries. Home shield coverage, you're safe. Choose NCI to secure your space. Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always.
First up in sports, Cricket West Indies has announced the arrival of a 16-member West Indies women's squad in Newport, Wales for a high-performance training camp ahead of the 2026 ICC Women's T20 World Cup in England. The camp, which runs from May 14th to 23rd, forms a key part of the team's preparations for the upcoming global tournament. The West Indies women, also known as the Maroon Warriors, are using the camp to fine-tune their game through technical training, match simulations, fitness work, tactical sessions, and team-building activities. The training program will also help prepare the squad for an upcoming Tri-Nation T20 series in Ireland against the hosts and Pakistan. Cricket West Indies says the series will provide a valuable match experience in conditions similar to those expected during the World Cup. Meanwhile, World Gymnastics has lifted all restrictions on Russian and Belarusian athletes with immediate effect. Athletes from both countries were banned from international competition in March 2022, following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. They were later allowed to return to competition as neutral athletes towards the end of 2024. Under the new decision, Russian and Belarusian athletes will now be permitted to compete under their national flags in international gymnastics events. World Gymnastics confirmed the decision following a meeting of its executive committee held in Egypt last weekend. And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories, Old Road Jets have been crowned SKNFA Premier League champions after an unbeaten season. Nevis is reporting strong economic momentum as federal and NIA cooperation continues, and the Ministry of Education has launched the Minister of Education for a Day Student Leadership Challenge. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.